Freaks and geeks, drinkers, thinkers, ramblers and gamblers, stoners and pet owners. This is the Outsiders Social Club, a place where us misfits, miscreants, weirdos, oddballs, eccentrics, outcasts get together and palaver, ramble, prattle, and what have you. So without further ado, here it goes.
One for the party, baby. Pop on the road, drumming, knock back a drink. There's nobody home.
Welcome back to episode 6 of the Outsiders Social Club. Here we go, approaching hour 4 once again. That must be our thing. We've already lost Yikes, and we've lost the goods dude. He's threatened to maybe reappear. We'll see what happens, because I honestly have no fucking idea. There. Get that
Mark
one
that
clean.
at 244, Ron.
I don't know what those words mean anymore.
Did you drink Everclear?
The Everclear was the come down for my day.
Mine's a blank.
Yeah. No, Everclear was how I mellowed out from where I started this morning.
What's in the koozie, Cooley?
I got myself another White Claw.
Ooh.
Raspberry?
Strawberry.
Oh.
I got a variety pack, so every time I grab one from the beer fridge outside, I don't know.
Hey,
Look who's back, our buddy Yikes.
Well, I'm
Yikes!
getting into the dessert beers.
What you got?
A milkshake malt.
Milk steaks, what?
It's a milkshake
no,
malt
just
porter.
put milk steaks. She'll know what it means. No, she will not.
No, it's a very important piece. It's a very important piece.
Do we get a wardrobe change from Yikes?
Oh, yeah, that's his MO on this show.
Did you go
Better
to
not put any camo on, goddammit.
Well, I have one in the hangar. So, you know.
Did you hear
wait,
that episode?
Wait, I have one. Never mind. I'll be right back.
That's right.
Fedora?
Just got back.
Just got here. What's he doing?
Wardrobe change.
Yikes Mountain with the wardrobe change.
That's why I just bring everything out here with me. Like, I've got a sweater that I can take on and off. Sometimes I get a little hot.
A really awesome hat.
I also have a few socks just in case.
Hey, what's a Coley endorsed lip gloss? You know, we're always endorsing products around here.
Yeah, so I'm a Fenty girl. I've got a lot of Fenty lip glosses because they're not sticky.
Damn, Coley got a big job.
Yeah, she does.
I have, if you could only see the accumulation and collection of lip glosses
like in your mansion,
I have in my bathroom, you would be amazed. But a lot of them are Fenty.
We're more of an Ipsy chapstick family around our house, but you know, you do you.
I'm a lipstick girl. So
Ted Jamson prefers to eat the Burt's Bees brand. He's very partial to them, plastic and all. He's a connoisseur.
Who sings that song? If you could only see, I'm sorry, but
if you could only see how blue her eyes could be when she said,
"You could understand."
We had like 3 different songs. We had 3 different songs going here.
It's the band, though, not who is singing it, and can everyone sing in harmony? But
that'd be fun. Let's try.
No, I don't think we can.
no, who's the band that does that song?
Tonic.
Yeah, there you go. Shit.
Silver, it was it. No,
You say tonic or Sonic?
Tonic.
Tonic.
That's what I thought.
I think it's Tonic. Yeah. God, I hate that song.
It's not a good song. No,
It's not a good song. Like, why are we talking about this?
That made it into our top 20 playlist, I gotta say.
I was fucking got into this chat
because we were
talking
counting
about
blue
Tonic.
cars.
you are correct. Yikes.
All right.
I had to play some cringy shit back in the day. But
Hey, man, if it sounds good, it is good. Pushpin is as good as poetry, and you need to get off your high horse.
I don't know.
Who you
You ain't
talking
heard
to?
some of the
What is
shit I
Pushpin?
played.
Oh, I
Troy,
heard it
who are
all.
you talking to? All of us? Or just
Yeah.
me?
All of us. Just saying, if it entertains the masses, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad.
Those are subjective terms.
Bingo.
Boy,
There you go, yeah.
that's a tough one there.
Well, yeah, but what matters is that it is bad.
Brainwashing.
It's
Like,
if people are
told-
entertained by it or not.
Oh boy.
If you're told that this is good, then you're being brainwashed into not really respecting actual art and anything that's good or worthy of being awarded for something. There's so much shit
your
out
lizard
there.
brain gets activated by the things that work for you, regardless of the mass production of it. And so I think that you can always find something that you like in all the world of music, whether it be whatever the genre, whatever the thing, right? If you in a clean area of a non-judgment and just kind of enjoying what you like, I'm happy to say I loved stupid pop music and I love things and I hate the Beatles, right? It's just one of those things where for me, it's kind of cool to do that. It's like, there's no judgment about all of it, but kids and young adults and youngsters and oldsters have to have a shtick. And that's disappointing sometimes because there's a lot of great music out there of a lot of eras.
You know, it felt like a lot of the cool things that happened back in the day were shtick at the time. So to your point, like maybe after a while, it seems cooler, you know? So I get that it's just different as far as age groups and stuff. But I mean, I would much rather listen to different types of decades than what's happening right now.
I find myself oddly conflicted with that in a way because I understood how much I didn't understand, like when I was younger, like listening to, you know, like any generation of people like listening to stuff. Like there's a 15-year-old difference between me and my sister, for example, and like what's popular to her. Like I'm into NWA. Like those are like the moments that like you think about, like this happened and this happened. And I don't have any moments where I understand what's happening anymore, if that makes any sense. Mm-hmm. Like I don't know who's groundbreaking. You know, like it's very confusing to me. This is a totally old take, by the way. Hash, come in here and save me.
Drake, 21
okay.
Travis Scott, names. I'm just giving
you so
names that you just named.
Bad Bunny.
They don't seem impactful to me. So, I mean, it just doesn't feel like they're impactful artists out there right now.
One of the things was that I, for me in the last couple of years, as I've watched, you know, some international stuff, whether it be the World Cup or other things, is being exposed to the things that Bad Bunny has done as the biggest artist in the world, who I didn't even know his name until 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. And now I can go to a bar and hear something playing and think, hey man, that's that stuff. That's really great. Even though it's not my jam, it's really well done in terms of mass production. It hits the notes of importance, right?
Yes.
Where when I grew up, mass influence is terrible. You know, we don't want to, no one play it on the radio. We want to be a closet band. Well, no one wants to be a closet band. You don't get into music to be a loser. You be in the music to be on the front stage, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So to pretend like the Violent Femmes were or Henry Rollins were better than Bad Bunny simply because they had a much smaller audience and didn't get famous till later, I think is kind of a bullshit approach. Yeah. Because it's really good sound. All of it's really good stuff. And
I love Bad Bunny.
Trying to appreciate it as an older person has been one of my favorite joys of having a small bit of resource and a small bit of time to do that.
Yeah,
I would agree with all of that, except for one thing, that one person got into Loser Baby, and that was Beck. And that was the thing. He was a loser.
Beck was still even a long time ago, too.
I haven't been drinking in a while, so here I am with my thing.
You say Beck was a loser or Beck is a loser? What was the take?
Well, Beck penned himself as a loser.
It never was. Yeah.
So that goes into the whole set. He was the first person
20 years ago, though. He's not even relevant anymore.
Well, Beck's relevant.
He's still relevant in a way, not nearly as relevant, but he not really started, but he really brought the sad boy shit into the 90s in like a really cool way.
Better way than
Like,
Morrissey.
yeah.
Yeah, Morrissey sucked it up for so long. He ruined it for
Like,
everybody.
yeah, exactly.
Totally.
Morrissey is such an asshole that it doesn't matter if his music was good, that it's just like, dude, I don't care anymore. Like, I don't want it to be that, you know?
Shout out
Well,
to
Beck-
our friends in Oregon. I saw Beck at the Salem Armory
Hell yeah.
Oh, whoa.
in 1998, 9, something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Boy,
And-
yeah, that's a good era.
Saw Beck in
yeah.
97. That's like peak Beck for me. Like, he's one of those guys that once he got the fame and he hit the studio, he had the resources and he got super technical and clean. But for me, the early Beck, him in a basement with a 4-track recorder and a couple of his buddies, that is the primo Beck for me. Once he starts all the bells and whistles, it's like I kind of lose interest. Like around Sea Change, it's just like,
Changes his last-
I was gone long
last-
before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
really?
I
No,
like,
Sea Change is kind of where I tuned out.
Well, Guero, actually, I really liked Guero.
Guero's my
I
favorite.
did
yeah.
too.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the information is when I dropped out. So it's interesting. So my fun fact with Beck is that my buddy is used to date Beck. She owns a bar in
Oh, sweet.
in Seattle, and she was a photographer in the music scene in Seattle back in the day. And Beck, he put out an album on K Records in '94.
Yes. I was going to say this. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm technically I'm on a song on K Records, so I can always, that's my one claim to fame is be like, well,
What?
Technically, I'm on the same record label. That
Wow, I did
Can
not.
you get Beck
know
on
that.
then?
Yeah, we could. I'll call him right now. I got his number. Let me hold on. Shoot him a text.
Oh, hey, Tony Bennett,
Oh, hey,
by the
Beck.
way. I made a record. Tony
Oh, yeah.
Bennett.
Speaking of K Records,
No,
Tony Bennett.
We're gonna get Beck and Tony Bennett on the next episode. This is a guarantee.
Christmas album.
I got you. I'll look
Okay.
it up.
Let's see.
Totally.
You're talking K Records, so you're talking this record.
Oh, whoa.
Next.
Yeah, One Foot in the Grave.
Yep.
Oh.
That's one of their two biggest records they put out. Everything else has kind of been a flop.
Little
like, sales
Hirano,
wise.
can you throw
That
it
is
throw it towards the camera?
incorrect. The Microphones
Square it up.
record is a huge, huge success, by the way. Oh,
Okay, 3.
I can't read it. It's too shiny.
Yeah, my camera's not cooperating.
That's Beck's One Foot in the Grave.
Okay.
So the story behind that record is that there was a bidding war with all the major labels trying to get Beck, and he found the attention overwhelming, and so he retreated to Olympia, Washington, and just made a record that he just a simple blues record, and like kind of reflected and thought on like what his decision was going to be. And then he signed and was a huge whatchamacallit after that.
A huge whatchamacallit.
He definitely was that. He was
did
a
some-
huge.
I have a
Huge
question about
was,
concerts.
I'm. Yeah. Oh, go ahead. I have
Go ahead.
many
No, good,
questions.
yikes. Carry on the conversation. Go.
Oh, well, what I was going to say is that era, K Records is its own like mini history in grunge that gets thrown away in the corner. But the idea is that label was so experimental. Like that's why Beck and like Calvin and like I don't know if anybody knows that Microphones record, but there's a band called the Microphones that did a record that has been paying like dues to that record label for as long, probably not in the same way as Beck, but for a long time. Like they had a lot of moments, like in Olympia.
And then
I
yes,
think.
was it Sleater Kinney, Beck, and
Yep.
and the Microphones are like their three moments of semi success. You know what I mean? They didn't break through as big as
I think Mira is in there too, which was a big thing. Remember that?
Yeah.
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 Whatever.
So my buddy's a hip hop producer and he knows Calvin Johnson. Is that his name?
Yeah, Cal.
Yeah. So
Megatron.
Calvin Johnson was a star wideout for the Detroit Lions.
yes.
He
Megatron.
was
The
different
Megatron.
person.
Still Megatron.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I wish it was the same Calvin Johnson. I really
That's right. That's the guy I know.
I met Calvin Johnson once, and he was the weirdest human being, and just calling him Megatron would have been perfect.
So he doesn't
Like,
have
totally
fluid
perfect.
hips like the other one, like seamlessly in and out of routes. No,
Yeah.
okay,
really good at grunge
Oh.
music and seam rounds.
Okay. Yeah.
Was this a podcast recording or just some strangers hanging out talking about music and things they liked and how bad the Cardinals are?
Yes.
Yeah.
One and the
Yeah.
same.
Excellent. Another quality evening, I think.
Yes.
Shit, I got one of those
I
dollar
still have
store.
beer to drink and nothing to do tomorrow. So other than
Me
clean my
too.
bathroom.
I'm glad you suggested
So-
we move this up a day because this would have been dumb to do tomorrow.
Who has a Ron Swanson koozie besides me? Nobody. That's
That's
right.
awesome.
Whoa.
I've got
I'm gonna go
a
if someone
beer
else has
salt.
it.
I have a beer salt koozie.
Yeah. Meh.
Well, I do have Yoda if I need to get into that, or I've got my personal favorite.
Evidently,
koozie.
that's nerd Jace, so you can't put that on this podcast.
My personal favorite koozie of all time, Three Moon Jesus.
Visual gag on an audio format. Nobody gets the joke.
As he's been called. I don't know why. I love it.
And now, the Outsiders Social Club is going to fast forward 0.01 blood alcohol content into the future.
I felt a lot of joy in that TCU win.
I did too.
I just say.
Why?
Yeah. So,
What's your joy about it?
Michigan fucking sucks.
Okay.
yeah, basically, like, that's a good one. Small guy, I guess. I don't know.
It's funny to see Harbaugh.
I mean,
lose.
did you want Michigan to win or why?
No.
Take that, khakis.
Exactly.
Khakis.
Khakis.
But not Kornacki's khakis. He's a winner.
No, those are different. Those are off limits here. I will stand for no Karnacki slander.
I keep wanting to mesh up those two words, but Korkaki doesn't really sound. Doesn't feel right. You know,
No, it just makes me think I stroked out from all the drugs I did today and I heard you wrong. Like, I seriously had a split second of panic there.
Ron, I'm actually pretty impressed with the amount of drugs that you do. To be honest,
I know. It was really good day. I have one of those dollar store drug tests in the bathroom. I was going to go take one on the pod just to see how many they missed. Like, nice try, stupid test. You're off by 6 drugs.
Oh, I heard it. Drink.
Drink.
Oh my bad.
And snorts a drink.
Apparently, you've been snorting enough for all of us.
I've passed the over by double, Rono. Can I get a sounder for that, please?
Dun, 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 dun.
We've passed by double the over. We're at
over.
7 fedoras.
Sounds like
7
baseball.
fedoras? Wow.
Are we at 7 yet? I might be getting
I
ahead of
thought-
myself.
What was number 6?
Was
Black and
Was
white
it
houndstooth.
the Houndstooth fedora
Houndstooth?
number 6?
That was 6. Okay, so yeah, we're at 7.
Or 6 point.
Yikes! Is that a
6.5
fatigue jacket you're wearing?
What's that?
Is it like an army fatigue jacket you're wearing, or is that a?
Oh, yeah, totally. I'm armed
Good
up.
thing Goods
Nice.
isn't here.
Yeah.
He'd be calling you.
Oh, goodness gracious. Where's good?
Sober goods is not a good time for this podcast at all.
Are we going to have to make a rule? You can't
If you
tell me
said
you're
that,
sober.
do you guys see this? Like, this is a 1987
Wait,
Velvet
let me get my glasses.
Twin Cities beating the Cardinals hat that I wore. And I'm sorry to bring that up. We can end it. But I did dig it out.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah. Big hat. Big.
In the,
Big
in the
hat,
pop
bigger
collar,
heart.
I like it.
Big, which is also a Tom Hanks movie that probably ranks at the top of the movies he was
It's in the top
A
16
movie
for
called
sure.
Big, yes. Tom Hanks.
So here's a question that can derail us all into things that I've been thinking about, which
Oh,
is
please,
the only
yes.
important thing. Did you guys watch any really bad movies over the holidays?
I
yeah.
generally specifically
I saw-
watch bad movies. Yeah. That's
I
my
saw
jam.
Santa Jaws.
Santa Jaws?
Santa Jaws. Yes.
I love a good B horror Christmas movie. It's awesome.
Yeah, me too. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched.
Whereas there's a crazy devil possessed shark who lures people into the water
yes.
during Christmas time, and the shark keeps leaving the area where it killed people with a Santa cap on its fin.
So Santa's got to trick them into the water so the
Santa
sharks
Jaws.
can get them.
Oh
like
my
so
God.
many steps.
Was
Is
that
that
was that
example-
Tubi special?
Tornado, or
Love
is
it.
that
Was
less-
it claymation? Tell me it was claymation.
It was not, but it was live action, but worse than claymation.
Then I got to do.
Spoiler alert: one scene. The town drunk is celebrating Christmas because obviously the town drunk is the problem.
Right.
right?
And he's throwing back his beers. He goes and sits and puts in his feet in the water at the pier to soak his feet because it's hot. It's still, it's still wherever it is, Key West or the Bahamas, whatever else. And a Santa Jaws pushes a giant schooner into him and cuts off his legs.
Yes.
And the legs float through the water, and Santa Jaws eats them. And then the poor homeless drunk guy runs around on the dock with his knees. And then he falls in, and Santa Jaws gets the full meal deal. So
I'm in.
Santa
I'm in.
Jaws. Yeah.
Sharknado is an amazing movie. I don't care what anyone says. That whole franchise, good job for them.
I mean, that was well played, right?
90210 for
Like,
sure.
fucking
I'd watch it.
lean into it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You gotta lean into that shit.
Mark Cuban being the president, good job. Very good job.
Holy shit, there's a Santa Jaws too.
Well, yeah, you're not gonna capitalize on that heat.
We just talked
It's
about it
gotta-
for the last hour.
These are all on Tubi, correct? They're on Tubi. Tubi
It
is
better
like
be,
the
man. Tubi's the
Tubi
greatest.
Tubi is the spot to go for the shit movies
yeah.
that'll make you laugh.
Pluto.
That's why I watched Mystery Science Theater doing Jack Frost, a Russo-Finnish production from I believe sometime in the 60s. Just fantastically bad. Loved it.
Have you seen the Jack Frost horror movie?
I've seen that one.
Where-
Mm.
That's a good one. I watched Don't Worry, Darling because of Cinephobe over the holiday, and that movie is awful.
Wow, that's so intriguing because I just listened to that Cinephobe on the way home, and I was like, I can't imagine watching this movie. And I have no lead in to make this more interesting. It just sounds bad. Like
I said,
I
I've been a
love
big-
going in with the caveat of, hey, I have nothing after this, but here are the next 5 words.
Here
I
I
got
go.
nothing. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
that's perfect. That's just let us know that, hey, nothing's following this. Don't wait
Nope.
for me to bring the thunder. Not coming.
No,
I've definitely found
Like
like
it.
the podcast is much better once you see the movie. So when once I know the movie they're doing, I want to see it because like I can see the part there because they do a very good job of describing what's going on in the movie because they kind of break it down line by line sometimes. So it's nice to know what their backstory is or what they're actually talking about. But
Right.
yeah,
I think what you're explaining, and that this is the truth to that podcast, is that like, is it better if you've seen it or not seen it?
Well,
That
I've
is
had
like
them both ways.
one of the most amazing like revelations I've had with the podcast.
Well, what is your answer to that?
I would say that it's better if you have not seen it.
Okay.
That's a very
I'm
weird
gonna go
take, but
opposite.
like,
And I can't make an argument. I've had both ways, and there's
it makes me watch movies that I wouldn't watch for sure.
That's
Okay.
well, there's no way I would have ever even thought about watching Don't Worry, Darling until the podcast or Poison Rose or what, like the numerous movies they've done. But like for instance, The Fanatic, getting
Right.
getting Moosey as a character in my life at now because of
Right, like-
Cinephobe.
I'm not watching that movie, but thank God I'm aware of all the interworkings of that movie. That brings me joy.
Here's
When
your
you have-
45-second warning. If this cinephobe conversation continues, you're all getting muted. So move
All right,
along.
real quick. When you have
I'm
Fred
out.
Durst being the director of a movie,
Yes.
you got to be all in.
There you go. You're set. And John Travolta playing a how do we say developmentally disabled person? Like, oh, like
You
it did.
got to respect the Boulevard.
Is
It
that
made me
Cindy?
want to watch it. It made me want to watch it.
Oh, what a puppy! What a good-looking puppy.
Aw.
Where's
Which
Ted
one's
Jansen?
this?
We have to have a.
Where are we
a
at
puppy
on
off.
where are we at on dog whining as a drink thing? So there's a lot of dog
Oh, yeah.
whining.
Lot
You
of
hear a
dogs.
dog. Yeah.
Oh yeah, any
No
sound from
wonder
animal.
my
drink.
dog's
Okay.
a
I thought it was just dog barking.
No,
Understand
you
the
hear
rules
a
now.
dog, you hear a cat, you hear a bong, you hear
It's a pretty
Coley
liberal
snort.
drinking podcast, Justin. You might not know this about us, but we tend to be pretty loose with the rules.
Man,
No,
we're
I
going to make
got
shit
you.
up as we go.
Speaking of loose the rules, let's have another parade fact.
Parade fact.
Brings lots of parades facts. And that's what I appreciate about you.
Parade facts.
This year, the 2023 Rose Bowl Parade will not feature a Santa Jaws float, in spite of requests of many
What?
people.
Taylor Jaws is doing floats now?
You give us that float, you sons of bitches.
So how many years has that gone on before it got interrupted?
1890 to 2020, so 10 plus 100, 110 years. Yeah.
Yeah, 1890.
Yep.
Okay.
In
If you-
the Rose Parade in California in the 1890s. Do you think there was a parade in California?
There was a parade.
I don't
Yeah.
believe you, man.
Well, you live in Arizona. What do you know about history?
Oh, snap.
Damn.
I can't even play the catch and
I love
stray
that we've
sounder.
entered-
That's a
we've entered
direct
the
shot.
phase where the-
Educated in Arizona,
That was a kill shot.
Yeah.
We've entered the phase where the Idaho person is throwing phase at the Arizona person.
That's right. Idaho, a young state full of
Oh,
vim, vigor, and historic inaccuracies.
We've entered the hubris zone.
I remember the Heber Zone.
what?
That's going to be a recurring segment.
Yes, the Heber
If you,
Zone.
if you like a parade, don't follow it. It never changes.
All right, I got to parade my way out of here.
No one gets that joke. Oh, come on. No
Say it
Mitch
again,
Hedberg
Justin.
fans.
Say it again. I might get it. Say it again.
If you like a parade, don't follow it. It never changes.
No.
You're giving me that sound. It's a Mitch Hedberg joke. It's Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah, he's getting that one.
Oh,
Wow.
They can't
I'm
all be
too old for that
winners.
joke, I guess.
I mean, Mitch is great, but he'll admit it right on stage.
All right, I got to go to work, folks.
Adios,
All right.
Hash. Good to see you. Thank you for your time.
Indeed, man.
Hey, Cash.
Fucking A, man.
Let me know if you need Tom Hanks fourth.
We do. If
Okay,
you
you're
want
in.
in, you are the fourth. 16
Well,
movies is all you need in the queue.
Is this like an open draft?
Not-
Oh,
I mean,
no. It got really quiet.
It's close to
crap.
other. It's close to any other actors other than Tom Hanks.
Tom
I
Hanks.
was going to say, I guess I didn't understand
well, no,
the
I
question.
meant like an open Tom Hanks draft. Like, can I just
Yeah.
show up?
I mean,
Yep,
you got
yeah,
Tom
yeah.
Hanks?
Oh, yeah.
You got Castaway.
Yeah, you can totally be at the
got
recording for
Forrest
sure.
Gump.
Yeah, you got Tom Hanks at
You
the
got
at the artist studio.
Turkey, you got gravy.
You got Joe Volcano.
You can put it with corn.
Only because
Karen.
I committed not to mute you, Coley. Are you still not muted?
Weapon.
All right, so you
Can't
said
just fuck with people, man. I just want to fuck with people. Come on
Yeah.
now.
you said the
Come on now.
16th for the draft.
Yes.
I think
Let's.
that's right, yeah.
I'm just spitballing it. Let's move it to the 15th because I'm pretty sure everyone's off the 16th for the holiday.
15th
so-
could work for all of us. Let's make that happen.
I will put you in charge of remembering that.
Can do.
Vice president in charge of remembering things. That's you.
Ron's face is screaming, I just drank a bunch of Everclear at some point. In the night.
No, it's really, I think it's still the fucking acid coming out, honestly.
Well, the Everclear and the acid, they grab hands.
They work together.
It's
It's like, yeah.
Exactly. It's like a
It's a
snowballing
covalent
thing.
bond.
Yeah, you really get the, Ring Around the Rosie. Is that the one where the kids link arms and then they, you know what I mean? Point is,
have you seen Carl Weathers and Arnold Schwarzenegger? That's them.
Yeah.
But how about 2020? That's a better movie.
Fucking Carl
We've
Weathers.
already done that before.
That's
Sylvester
okay.
Stallone in the ocean on the beach.
You son of a bitch.
Sweet. And I want to do the Step Brothers one maybe sometime in the beginning of April to release around 420. I don't know, one of those. Either way, I think we do kind of one a month.
So is there an assumption that like I have to be bare about this, but we all know Step Brothers quotes?
I got no idea.
That's the thing. If you don't know the quotes,
I'm in the weeds on this one, but I will look them up.
You got to
like
watch
for sure.
I'd say watch the movie.
I'd say
no. I'm just.
I mean, I think it would be a service to yourself to watch the movie.
Yeah.
Saw my own son use a bicycle
okay, you guys,
as a
I'll
weapon.
watch the movie.
Self-service.
Did we just
You
become
yelled
best
rape.
friends? Can we just become best friends,
Come
guys?
on.
Come on.
I'm so not a raper.
You looked at
I
me
think
in
you
my
did become
eyes and
best
said,
friends.
let's get it on. That was about the fight.
John Bonham's about to play Moby Dick for real.
Fucking Catalina wine mixer.
I didn't want salmon. I said it 4 times.
Wedding is horse shit. Not even if there's a fire.
Yikes. Come on now. Let's go. Get with
You
it.
better step to me. I'll drop that
Probably watch
motherfucker.
it every
Even
day.
better, we got them when we're 40. So much more room for activities.
That the bunk bed is such a bad idea. Why don't you let us do it?
So much.
Dale,
rye.
is that power tools? What?
No, it's my toothbrush. That is not your toothbrush.
Why are you so sweaty? Cops was
Watching
on.
Cops.
I'm gonna try not to snort.
That's a drink. That was just a supreme teaser for our upcoming Step Brothers.
That was
quote draft.
wow. I'm impressed. I should probably watch that.
I know you're hooked now, right?
I think
Catalina
that's what
wine mixer.
you're trying to say.
God, that's what we in the industry call a tease.
I got him from the 70 days.
I feel like I kind of watched it already.
You got a good
No, you
taste
didn't.
of it for sure.
My name's Derek, and I sing real high.
that whole
luck with your day,
scene could be
Hash.
his number one
I'll
quote.
see you next time.
All right. Adios, everyone.
All right, you know what's good for
Whack.
shoulder pain? You lick my butthole.
Oh,
Nap.
Oh snap!
it's just changed.
That's your hair.
Oh, I heard that was a
Tickling my
semi-snort.
vagina.
Shout out to semi-snort.
This hat is really hot. Like I have to take it off every once in a while because my head gets hot and shit.
Oh, I thought you had the big hat on because the big hat is coming back. So coming back,
so
it's starting.
I put it on
Oh,
because I wanted to
Celebrate her
I don't know.
daughter.
Yes, at least use the gift that my daughter bought me for Christmas.
See,
I
yeah,
wasn't
same
really
thing.
sure where I was going to wear this hat. I mean, I might wear it to the grocery store, right?
I don't know why I'm laughing.
Yes,
I'm just
store.
imagining you like,
Wear this.
like
You wear it
being
to
a
a Bulls.
dumbass, like being like you're wearing this to the store and just like boxing people out like
Yeah.
Rodman.
Yeah,
And, like being very
Right.
old
broccoli.
fashioned and
Yeah.
Fuck out of
I
here.
actually asked her. I was like, "So I go, when you saw this hat, you thought you saw me?" And she goes, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay."
You thought you saw
See?
me?
See, that is the opposite reaction I had when my kid bought the houndstooth fedora. I was like, "You saw that, and you thought
saw us,
me,
Coley?
and I couldn't be more proud." I just son of a bitch. You get me.
No
Okay,
kids,
okay,
no pets, no
All right,
plants.
let's do it.
I heard it.
God damn it! I'm gonna have to go get more beers.
Bears. The beers.
Super. We'll talk about just hitting our 320 mark here on the debut episode of the Outsiders Social Club podcast.
It's
3
just
hours
a-
and 20
3
minutes.
hours and 20 minutes already?
It's just a
And-
debut.
My God, you're right.
I'm just getting drunk. What the fuck?
It's simply easy to talk to
You're
your
just
friends and
coming down
acquaintances
from
with things you
LSD.
like, right? At some
Yeah,
point.
this is
Yeah.
a good thing. You're right.
Yeah, that's really what this
We're
podcast
definitely going
is,
for
right?
we're going for a wardrobe change off here between Coley and Yikes. Every time I turn around, Coley's either taking clothes off, putting clothes on. Yikes putting more clothes on, more clothes. I'm putting more fedoras. It's a fashion
You
off
got
right here.
more
And it's great
fedoras? Put
because
on more fedoras.
Nobody can
Yeah,
see
some lip gloss.
any of it.
It's a great
None of
for an
it.
audio medium.
Yes. Hey guys, let's switch hats. Look, I'm wearing one
The Outsider
now.
Social Club fashion show audio
Yeah.
version.
Visual gag on an audio format. Nobody gets the joke.
I was hot, so I took my little sweater off. So
Well, I guess
sometimes my
since
head gets hot, and I gotta do one of these.
the Fedora over unders was 6.5, so I got to get us to 7, and
Yes, do it.
that'll be this guy here.
We've hit all
God.
the overs.
We've hit all the overs.
That one had a sound effect to it. It was a little scrunchy when you put it on your head.
We've hit all the overs. 7 fedoras on a
That's not
6.5
what we did,
over
but
under.
also yes.
Yes, who else saw 7 fedoras?
Well, let me go see if I can find a fancy baseball cap to share in the coolness of y'all with Fedora Land. So
A random hat night? Yeah, that was.
we can
Yeah.
also have another fun parade fact if we need one. Because you know what?
Yes.
Do we
let's-
need one?
brings a lots of parades.
Yeah, we got another one.
And that's what I appreciate so
Okay.
much is
Parade fact.
Parade fact. You know, the favorite thing about the parade is that you get to watch it and you think, boy, I bet that smells like shit. Because everything's organic and it's all glued to a metal frame. And so for me, all I can think of is the president's float looks amazing with that 34-foot tall coconut frond mast thing with a pirate on it,
And just
With the-
bacon in that Pasadena sun.
with the poinsettia stem blossom cut
Mm-hmm.
areolas. I just think that, wow, that's going to be really terrible to tear apart. So I'd like to raise a glass to not being on the demolition crew of the Rose Bowl parade. You're welcome.
I'll cheers to those people for sure.
And now I'm off to the hat rack. Stay tuned.
Well, when
The
I was in
last-
the Oktoberfest parade in La Crosse, was sweet. I was at the top 20 station, but there was a hard rock station in our group, and what they rented for the parade was the world's fastest bar stool. It was a bar stool with little fucking handles and a tiny motor mounted under the seat, and fucking dude zipping around on this bar stool all over the place was absolutely amazing.
Where was he zipping to? To the bar?
Well, he was supposed to
Good
ride it. Well, he was supposed to
Always
ride it in the
cursive.
parade. It was supposed to be
I was
behind the
thinking
float.
like the exact same thing. I'm like, where the fuck is this dude going?
Where's he going?
It's a parade. He's
What's he
following the
doing
float.
back there?
But he actually he got a nail in the
All I
tire.
can think of is like why
Ron.
he do that fast is just like to get to the bar. So
Did he
No,
get
it's
the what?
Yeah, it's a little bar stool with handles and a motor mounted under the seat, like a little black bar, like the black shiny,
What?
like
Careful.
and
Careful now.
the chrome legs, just a regular bar stool, and yeah, motor on it, and you drive it around all super fast. But while they were getting it ready for the parade, he apparently ran over a nail. So they had to go to the gas station and got a can of Fix-A-Flat, put it in the tire. So then he drove that around, and as he's driving, the tire's just spinning and shooting fucking Fix-A-Flat all over the place. So they rented this fucking motorized bar stool and had to sit it on the float because they couldn't drive the fucking thing through the parade.
oh my god, that still doesn't answer what like a motorized bar stool is.
That's literally
Ron
what,
did a pretty.
yeah, it's like motorized bar stool. I think that's all the components in one concise description. Yes.
Okay.
bar stool with a
I'll
motor,
try to sort it out.
Yes,
couple of
Marshall.
wheels,
Yes,
Don't worry about
yes,
me.
very good. Very
handle,
good job.
so that you could turn the wheels and aim the bar stool in any particular direction you would like to drive the bar stool.
So I went to it's called Kelly's. Oh, actually, not Kelly's Island. There's an island up in the in Lake Erie, and it's home of the world's longest bar. And I was like, oh, this sounds like a fun idea to go to.
Okay.
Just to me too.
No, it's just a bar that's really long.
It's really long.
And the thing is, it's not like one continuous long bar. It's just because it's continuous around like some edges here, a curve here, a turn here. I'm like,
Yeah, they patched a bunch of shit together, but it's
this
one
is a
bar.
dive bar that's just longer than your average dive bar.
Yeah.
So is it shaped like? Is it just like corridors? Like it's like super?
It was like kind of like a Chevy symbol, if you will.
Oh, whoa!
Like there was angles all over the place. And I'm like, I was like, oh, let's go to the world's longest bar. This would be fun. There's like 7 people in this bar. I think I had a Michelob Ultra. That's all they really had. I was like, what are we doing?
Why do you need the world's largest bar for
I
7 people?
love that you
It was just
pronounced the hard
longest.
G. Largest. She totally gave us
largest.
the largest.
Yeah, you're like, come on, Coley.
Like, yes.
Like, quit being
The
racist
world's
against
largest bar.
bars. Yeah. What are you doing?
I was doing the best I could.
All right. Yeah.
That's all
can do.
we ask. That's, yes.
So the bar's in Put in Bay, Ohio. There's Kelly's.
I've been there.
You've been there before?
I've been there.
Nice. So
I've probably been at that bar.
It's called. It's at the what's the restaurant here or bar? It's called Beer Barrel Saloon.
Okay.
It's 405 feet long.
Hmm.
Again,
You
it's
know
just
what?
it's like a Chevy symbol with bar taps. That's all it is.
Everything in Ohio is smaller than it appears on TV.
You rent a little golf cart and drive around the island all
Yes.
day.
I caught that.
That was the shit.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they take your license, right?
Yeah.
And I went to a bar. They're like, all right, where's your license? I'm like, I rented a golf cart. Like, they took my license. Like, oh, you need a license to drink alcohol. I'm like, we have to be 21 to rent a golf cart. So
if I showed up in a golf cart, you fucking served me because math.
they're like, no, we can't do that because you don't have your license. I'm like, well, the place that told me I had to be 21 took my license, so now I'm here. Like, well, you need your license. Like, what the fuck? I'm like,
Here, I got something for a check. That one right there. How's that?
how do I drink on this island then if I want to drive a golf cart?
I didn't have a problem drinking on that island. I'll tell you that.
I didn't either.
You
After
gotta
I
make it
found
easy. I mean, make it easy already, right?
Pissed off some Russian guy when I criticized his mojito.
Mojito.
I was like, this needs a little more sugar.
I know.
He's like,
Ohio
no,
is very much Eastern European.
I've
The
noticed.
northern third of it is very much about
Boat.
Eastern Europe. Absolutely.
Mm. It's weird.
Also, shout out to the Wilmington Blue Rocks. I couldn't find my Boog Shambi ALS hat because I'm drunk and also couldn't find it. So there's a hat out here somewhere about that. So some other podcast will do that. In this case, we'll shout out to the Wilmington Blue Rocks, who are a baseball team, and baseball is the hardest sport in the world to get rich at.
Dead.
Baseball?
Also, it's dead. Yes.
It's not dead. Like, have you seen the payrolls going into 2023? Are you fucking kidding me? There's nothing dead about baseball.
It ain't about those guys.
Ain't nobody watching.
This is a
growing
funny
and
moment
growing.
where Troy just got into a chat with Coley about the issue of baseball is dead. Like
it's the worst take.
this woman is like never going to let you sleep. Yeah, but you're correct.
And
also, I host ball players
guy
every year.
tweeted me earlier this evening
Move
that
on.
tried to come at me with this big article that he wrote himself to try to say that Justin Fields is the biggest bust and they need to move on from him. And that was also the worst take of 2023 already on January 1st.
Is that a hot
It's
take?
right in line with that. It's the same. It's on par.
All right.
Hot takes.
It can't be the hottest take because she already did 2 worst takes of 2023 already on the first day of 2023.
Yeah, it's like 203. And
I'm doing 203 times.
God damn it. Here.
She's speaking in riddles with her fingers.
Oh, man.
And-
I think everything
And
upstairs
you knew
is
what I was
darker.
saying. And you knew what I was saying.
It's cursive.
Rod,
You're cursive.
come back to us, Rod.
I thought I was a witch. Didn't you all say I was a witch last time?
we were going to burn you.
Yeah, we should burn you. Yes,
That got. Oh, man.
that needs to be a sound too. Just
That's my
anytime she's.
There was another hour of footage, but once I heard that, I was like, nope, this is where we stop. This is the joke where you punch out. There's nothing funnier after here.
There needs to be a
Every
sounder just
single
for her
one
being
of
a
you.
witch.
Oh, just the instant reaction of everybody. What?
That's a you problem. No, it's an everyone else but you
Instant.
problem.
No, she's a witch. Burn her.
If
We do-
every
we do
single
know
year
what, like-
your
Oh.
lights are in knots, don't you think that's a you problem? I mean, let's come on now, let's call it what it is.
You being a witch, yes. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah, it's goddamn sorcery is what it is. That's what I
I
appreciate
heard it.
about you.
Like all of it. I love you guys. You
She's
guys
starting
are
to.
cool,
She's starting to
whatever
sound like
you do.
John Travolta in Grease. You know, rocking and rolling.
This is not John Travolta
I
in
heard that.
fucking Welcome Back, Cotter. That's the line right there.
Whoa.
Welcome.
Oh my God, Mr. Cotter.
Hey,
Welcome
hey,
back.
Got it, got it.
So I was at the bar on New Year's Eve, shocking. And yet still,
Nice.
Yeah.
it was 3 p.m.
Is Troy getting hammered?
Yes.
3 p.m. on New Year's Eve. And I encouraged two friends of mine to be sure to download and rate, review, subscribe, unsubscribe, and resubscribe to the Half-Ass Podcast.
Yes.
So we might be up to 52 subscribers by the end of next week.
Look
One
at
per
us.
week.
Look at us. Just, can you believe it? And double digits and shit. Look at us.
Killing it.
Oh, my God. Drinks all around.
Okay.
Oh, whoa.
I changed the sound effects bank
Wow.
at time. Anybody got a birthday coming up?
In August.
Hashy does. Oh, he left.
He's gone.
Happy birthday to him.
Yeah, get out.
Good luck.
Anybody got an anniversary?
So I was thinking about this one thing with this podcast, and I'm rambling at this point, but I do think
Aren't
it
we
would
all?
be interesting to have Goods Dude review songs.
Okay.
Okay, like
All right.
like anything
Elaborate.
that's like popular or new. Like he hates new music,
Right.
like in a
right.
way that I don't understand.
So
He
you
also
wanna hear
hates.
him talk about it.
Yeah, I do. Like
Yeah.
I kind of like that. Yeah.
I kind of want to know what he's talking about with that.
Okay.
Also, his disdain for things like Thanksgiving meals and his love for leftovers is incredibly interesting
Yes.
because I think this dude lives on like LA, excuse me, not LA, but Las Vegas like food. Like
he has
lives
like
on
random
leftovers.
hot and cold spots
Yeah, like
that
he
are
lives
so,
on a different level.
so
Like,
good.
just a couple thoughts.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Well, I'd like to add some show notes to that.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, I've gotten
One.
made fun of like a ton on this podcast. I have to get on him. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the dynamic.
Absolutely. Well, one, I've never anybody who was more who lacked self-confidence less than him. And also he's tall and handsome,
Wow.
He
but he
is.
can't hold his alcohol. So, us bowling ball people or fire hydrants. whatever
So,
else it's called.
so you're saying I won that one?
Well, I mean, of course you did, Ron. It's your show.
Yeah. Well, Like, he's tall and handsome, but you can drink. So you just tuck that away in your back pocket, Baldy.
That's right. Well, if we're going to measure
Way to metabolize that alcohol, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, Coley wins with the locks, but I want to have a lovely second place finish, and so I'll be happy to like the Kristen Wiig character. Okay, I was at the thing, and I was also doing the thing that you were good at, but I was better at it, except I wasn't good at that.
I'm always shocked when you pull the locks out, though, Troy.
Yeah,
I always forget you have long hair.
I'm not having that as second place. That's not flying here. That's first place.
Absolutely,
hair.
It is.
Not having it. That's first place hair. Goddammit.
Only for dudes.
But my hair is first place hair.
Absolutely, first place.
It has that like natural curl crimp to it. I like it.
Yeah, I just dry it and kind of like scrunch it.
You scrunch it, yeah. My wife's hair is the same. I know, yeah.
Yeah. So you're a fan of that.
Yep.
I think it's fair to say Coley probably has the best hair on the podcast.
Absolutely.
Close second to me.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm not going to
Ron and me are competing for close second here, but like.
Okay. I do want to see the seconds. Like I'm trying to grow up this like thing here. So, yep.
Nice.
But the funniest thing about being a boy with longer hair and you're at this age is either you're a classic rocker or you're a janitor for high school. You're not a guy who has a thing that has to work a lot.
But do you have the wallet chain?
People who think they're relatively important. So it's pretty funny. Yeah.
You got to have the wallet chain.
With your long gray hair and beard, you look like a lot like my 6th grade workshop teacher.
Wood shop, yes.
You look
absolutely.
like drunk Gandalf.
Or actually a lit teacher too that was like reading, poetry.
I do love literature. I read a lot of books. That'd be fantastic. Could I come and read to your family's classrooms somewhere there in Arizona?
No, you're not.
I'm sticking with
Absolutely
drunk Gandalf.
It's a dark and stormy night.
None shall pass. None shall pass up these shots. All drink up. Says drunken Gandalf.
Well, I won't ever repeat my Frodo limited fake because I got ridiculed for it, so I'll never do it again.
What? When did you listen to that?
There? What?
Did you listen to that last episode? It was great.
Oh yeah, I'm just hunting.
Are you seriously
feedback.
like taking? Wow, that's okay.
It had a great Frodo. Or, I guess it was Sam. It was a great Sam.
Samwise Gamgee. Yeah.
Yes. Just want to gargle your marbles, Mr. Frodo.
Whoa!
Just give you a little bit of the reach around, Mr. Frodo.
So we might have a Goods reappearance here in the very near future.
Oh shit!
Oh really?
Yeah. So if you don't have somewhere else to be, hang out and make small talk. Or
I got a
don't.
place that's ready to
I don't.
I know from experience this is the place you hang out and you just kind of cuddle in the corner and wait for kids to like talk shit about like your camo and that you're a Trump supporter.
Isn't that the best though? You just wait for whatever he's going to throw out there. It's like, here it comes. You go, wait, why did you just fucker wearing camo? Like,
and I honestly do say that in lovingly fashion.
Oh,
like
me too.
I
love it.
Quite. I listened back to that last night and I was like, this happened?
Oh, that super drunk one? Yeah, that's greasy.
Man, it was so interesting to just be part of it, then listen to it after the fact and like, ooh.
Yeah.
Let's have some structure. Or not. I mean, whatever. Yeah. But
well, no, I'm just fine with us sounding like a pack of drunken assholes too. That's cool. However we get there is how we get there. But yeah, it was months between part 2 and part 3, and I was kind of hesitant to bring it back, but just
it was super funny. Like I mean, like that. It's just kind of that spoke to me as like the idea of like meeting people randomly online and like just
limited fake Elton John happens. Yeah,
just like talking mad shit.
Yeah,
Like-
because Good says do a limited fake Elton John. It's like, what? Where did he pull that idea out of? And then we do it, and
He's like,
somehow it
My
works.
girlfriend made me go to see Elton John, and I hated that. And Elton John's terrible. And
Yeah,
I've been
do a
voting
limited
against
fake.
her for forever now, and I hate Elton John. And this is shit.
Well, and like I honestly like throughout those like disses, like the whole John, like I went to John Mayer. Like,
Yeah.
Your body
know,
is a
like-
wonderland.
yeah, he played that solo for like 6 hours. Like,
Yeah.
He's
all
just
that
waiting
shit
on the
is
world
like-
to change, man.
I just love that
Yeah,
he's
totally.
like he's perturbed by the idea that the musician played the song like no. Do it exactly like I hear it on the CD, or don't fucking bother. What are you doing making it longer?
And I'm the one who's like, no, I want to hear the scratches and kicks and snorts
Yeah.
and everything else. Yeah.
Yep, totally.
Like, no, do it exactly like I'm used to hearing it. If it's different, then it's bad. I love
I
it.
could do that. I could do a
love
top
that
5 right
perspective.
now.
And now, proudly presents a top list. The top.
5 artists who you should never see live because they're too good.
Okay.
Ooh. All right.
Number
I guess
1.
Should have put a
Well, number
sounder
5,
back
number
there.
6, I guess. Number 5. We'll do the Happy Mondays because they're a performance art band with a lot of recording. They always sound the same, and the albums are the same thing as they do in live. Number 5, so that was Number 5, Jesus Jones, also same idea. Bands who do their shit, all pre-recorded, don't do a great live show, other than the joy of hearing the music live, which is a good thing, right? Number 4, the Stereo MCs, also one of my favorite bands
Whoa!
on the albums, but they sound the same. Number 3, Big Audio Dynamite. They can't do that stuff live, so just listen to it as it is. Number 2, Nathaniel Rateliff. His band is so tight, it sounds like you're listening to whatever album they're playing. And number 1, the number 1 album, the number 1 artist you never want to see in person because they're just too good at their craft, Chris Stapleton. Put it in the books.
Huh.
Don't ever see that guy.
Really?
Nailed it.
Why is that? Is he too on the nose? Like
He's so good, and he's such a studio guy that he has no live persona.
Really?
Oh.
I would think that opposite. That's
Same.
Okay,
Yeah,
doesn't jam?
He seems. Yeah.
he would seem like a guy who formed his shit in bars and
Now he's a studio. No, he was a studio musician for 30 years. Right?
okay.
Then he had this little band that made some country / bluegrass stuff for a while. Then he got discovered and became his own guy. He needs to be the guy in the back of the studio, riffing on his guitar and just burying it because he's so good at it.
His voice is so solid, though.
Yeah, and he brought his wife out. And he's like, and this is the love of my life. Tennessee whiskey, same stuff. I was so disappointed. So he's my
Okay.
number 1 favorite person to never go see again ever live.
Good notes.
The number 1
Okay,
band to see
so
live.
you guys have mentioned like concerts and stuff and like tickets and whatnot. And remember the last time I guess it was Thanksgiving, and we were
Yes.
talking about ticket stubs that we still have, and then also what's the first ticket we ever paid for, like cash, to go see ourselves.
Mhm.
And so mine was Janet Jackson, if you remember, Rhythm
Oh, I
Nation.
do.
It cost me
We're all here
$50.
for the Rhythm Nation.
I seen her
Yeah.
titty.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I bought tickets to see her about a month ago, to see her in June here in Phoenix.
That is vastly appreciated
And I
in
get to
cost.
see her again. And it cost me $130.
Oh
Each?
wow, that's not bad.
That's what I thought.
No,
That's what I thought too. And
That's
so
not bad.
Wow.
this will be the
No,
fourth
130?
time I
Shit.
see her. It'll be the 4th time I see her. So,
But like, she hasn't come with anything new. I think that's the whole issue with her, and like the price being that high. Like, when's the last time she came with
she's
something
a
new?
legend. She's
Rolling
a
I
legend.
Stones
know.
are
I understand.
$700 a
I
piece.
fully, I
Let's say
fully,
you know what nobodies are charging.
I fully understand she's a legend, obviously. I mean, the name, obviously has such gravitas. But to be that high now seems a bit high.
It seems low to me, to be honest with you.
I agree. I expected you to come in way higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For Janet Jackson's most likely her last tour. To be honest,
I thought you were coming in north of 2.
Yeah, she's doing Tony Bennett style stuff. She'll be like 47 years old, 80 years old. And now here comes
Tony Bennett makes, once again,
Epic fucking callback.
stand up. Let me know.
God damn it.
You just give me the word.
Sorry.
I'll get some word to Tony for you.
I got to get more beers.
3. God. And now, the Outsiders Social Club is going to fast forward 0.01 blood alcohol content into the future.
Well,
when we open a restaurant,
presentation and how to place, your protein and whatever size you have.
when we open Coley's Bar and Grill, we'll have a hell of a sous chef and
Yes,
a maitre d' and a purveyor of weed, and also the entertainment director. So,
what is the name for the weed sommelier? Do they have a name for that yet?
I'll tell you what, I don't like the bud tender. Like, that annoys me. And
That's
this
stupid.
is why.
Yeah.
This is why, because a bartender, there are a lot of things with drinking and driving and alcoholism and over serving from bartenders. So when you all of a sudden relate that to that bad, there is a bad connotation at some points in time, and say bud tender, it makes me think of that. And I don't want bad connotations being attached in any way, shape, or form with the cannabis industry. They need to start cleaner than that. That's my only thing that I don't like. Like, brand positively without any bad connotation that might be attached.
Well, when we had Hashi on, when we did the Ricky Williams Heisman cannabis episode, he was actually talking about that, the way a lot of these cannabis brands have gone with like super sugary, like candy names. And he was kind of wondering, when do they come after these guys and say you can't use these?
Target kids.
Right. Like, Big League Chew was a thing, like candy cigarettes, like. Yeah, are you going to let them name all these strains after super sugary treats? Like, when does that? So, yeah, that's definitely something on the radar.
Heisman is a great one, though. That was my favorite strain of my favorite brand was Heisman stuff, whatever it is. Everyone
great play on words right there. God damn it.
No, you're right. Though, Ron,
wardrobe change.
Because with advertising is going to have regulations on what can and can't be displayed in that type of advertising. So if you can't use traditional medias like billboards, television, and radio, then you're not really going to build a brand. So why even go down that road?
Oh, you will. The thing is,
we're in that new area, though.
The regulators cannot keep up with technology.
There it is.
Between Reddit, Slack, Twitch, and everything else is out there, the regulators will say you can't have a billboard that says 2% less tar for cigarettes or whatever else.
It
will go terribly
like on a billboard.
But it will sell a billion things because no one cares about old people advertising. No one.
Okay, well, that's where you're wrong. Okay.
Oh, I would disagree.
Okay. Well, what do you consider old people advertising?
Billboards, radio, TV. Print media.
Okay, so I'm not.
But I don't know, like your local super saver shoppers, like that's how you get all these people in these small rural areas. It's still print.
Well, I wouldn't say print. I mean, print.
Here it is.
Has been,
not new things.
Digital presence that they try to keep, but it's a losing business. But
right.
I mean, traditional media is always going to be there, except for newspaper.
Really? How many subscriptions do you have to TV?
What do you mean subscriptions?
How many streaming services do you have?
This is what I said. I'm not going to go down this road with you. There are billions and billions of dollars spent.
but I want to go down this road.
Well, you're
I'm walking down the road by myself.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't pay for any of the. My wife pays for some of the streaming shit, but I refuse. I use the free stuff.
Yeah, you'll die poor and also uninformed.
I don't know, man. There's some of them movies on that Tubi. I'm informed as shit.
Yeah. Pluto with the Gunsmoke channel ain't gonna cut the mustard.
Supermarket sweep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The sweaters on that man.
French fried potatoes and mayonnaise.
That man knew how to wear a sweater.
Why you got a funny name like that? I got me a razor blade,
detergent in aisle 6,
lawnmower blade.
I really wanted to be on Supermarket Sweep, man, when I was a kid.
I like the way you talk.
Yeah. A buddy of mine, we go over to his shed, get super baked, and watch old Supermarket Sweep. Thought about streaming it live.
I want to grab like 20 hams, just throw it in the cart. That's all I wanted to do. Just grab 20 hams.
And
that was one of the big ticket items. Like, they got the ham.
Sheila knows one of the big ticket items are ham. She's taking her limit of 5. Where's she going to go next?
Like, oh, yeah. Get him, Sharon.
She's going for the coffee. The coffee is the...
Kick Karen's ass.
Yeah. She's got to stand there and grind the coffee. Looks kind of dumb now that she's standing there realizing she can't be racking up other points. Pretty stupid, Paula.
That's also something kids don't understand. You used to go to a grocery store and have to grind your own fucking coffee.
I do now to feel fancy. I like make people like I look around, make eye contact with people. Like, look at this. I'm selecting the grind size.
Now, like the 21st century thing is go to like Whole Foods and make your own fucking peanut butter or almond butter, or whatever it is, and start grinding your own nuts.
Yeah.
Do they have that?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's a real thing.
Really?
Fresh ground.
Wild.
I remember, like, I didn't know it was stealing at the time because I was a kid.
That's a great way to start it.
I didn't know it was stealing at the time.
I honestly didn't know, but what I'm about to tell you was actually stealing. I just didn't know.
It was so. At least at the giant, the grocery store I used to go to, there would be a giant like tub of peanuts that you would scoop and put into a bag.
Right.
I would take a handful of those peanuts and walk around the grocery store and pick them. Yeah. Didn't know that was stealing food. I thought that was just complimentary.
Yeah, it's 3 cents worth of peanuts. We're gonna get uptight
also,
about
I was
this.
6 years old at the time, 7, 8, whatever. Like my mom and dad never said it was wrong, so I didn't know it was stealing. And I was like, "Oh, that was
the free
being charged by the pound." And I'm sitting there.
You gotta try the grapes, right?
Justin and I did the same thing with grapes when I.
Oh yeah, I did with grapes too. Yeah, I did with grapes.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But my mom like went crazy on me. She's like, "That's stealing," and I was like, "What?" Because I was just like,
"Where's your evidence, motherfucker?" Are you a podcaster and a total stoner? Are you sick of your friends yelling at you because your bong comes over the microphone and you're too high to remember to hit mute? Well, I got your solution. It's called Bong Silencer, man. You know in a movie when the guys put like a thing on the end of the gun and then it goes choo 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 instead of a bang? It's like that, but for a bong, man. Check it out. First, without Bong Silencer, you get this. And now with Bong Silencer, it sounds like this. See, you did hear nothing. Wait, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Bong Silencer, man.
Welcome back, Holly.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
She's ready to die.
Thank you.
Welcome to the family. I'll tell you, someday there might be a thing we have to make you do.
Hey, look who's back.
Oh.
Y'all are troopers. Holy cow.
We're also underemployed tomorrow, which is what we're all here for, right?
Fucking A, man.
Two chicks at the same time, man.
Putting up the drywall at the new McDonald's. Mm-hmm.
Well, you guys had to have covered every topic, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it was surprisingly specific. Yeah. Couldn't remember a lick of it. I don't know. You guys remember anything
No,
we said?
I remember zero. Like if you asked me to review for you,
Couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
I had a top 5 worst bands to see live ever was my favorite. The thing I did.
Ooh. Can you recap that one for me? Okay.
The number 1 is Chris Stapleton. Number 2 is Nathaniel Rateliff. And number 3 through 6 are bands you never heard of. So, yes.
I've never heard of the first two. Wait, first one.